Well, here comes Navas!
Great control by Ernie Tapai.
Still Ernie Tapai, it's a goal! It is a goal!
And Kadim's got there and he's turned the defence, there's his foul! Super stuff!
Wellington, Simon Clark. This is going to be an interesting matchup considering this last Sunday instead, in the quarterfinals of the Big Trumpet Singapore Cup, Balestier actually managed to pull a win.
Yep, yeah, it was a great 4-2 victory for the Tigers, so it will add a little bit of extra spice for the game tonight.
Well, as we see the players just coming out for this big matchup right here at the Tampines Stadium, certainly very good conditions. It's really cool this evening and the pitch is looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's a perfect night for football, Paul. There's a little bit of wind, the pitches, there's a lot of grass on the pitch, so the ball will run quite true.
And very shortly we'll be taking a look at the lineup for both the teams. Balestier's side will see two new players which has never been seen by our television audience, namely the Australian James Duran and also Igwe, who is a Nigerian striker, also formerly from the SF Warriors. Certainly very interesting reshuffling of the Balestier side, also considering that they've a change in management.
Yes, he's a big lad, Igwe. He was at SAF in 2002, and he's an old-fashioned striker. Works hard, probably doesn't score enough goals, but he works hard, and he'll always be a physical threat.
Well, looking at the Tampines Rovers lineup, in inclusion of number 7 Nasri Nasser will certainly be a boost to the Tampines Rovers side. He did not play in that quarterfinals, which I mentioned earlier.
No, he's a good footballer, Nasri. He's a fit lad, and he offers experience and a lot of intelligence on the pitch.
And here's the new signing, James Duran, who used to play for Sydney Olympics and also Parramatta Powers in the Australian National Football League. Looking at the lineup, any surprises?
No, the only thing I would say is they've only got one striker on board, which is Igwe. Ronnie normally plays wide on the right or wide on the left, so it'll be interesting to see if they go 5-4-1 or 4-5-1 or if they actually play with the two strikers.
And looking at the lineup, they comprise mostly defenders as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of defenders in the side, so you would think that the coach is probably looking for a point from the game.
And the team just getting ready for this big matchup as we see some of the officials for this evening. The man on screen now is referee Samsu Maidin officiating this matchup. And in just a few minutes we'll be kick-starting this program, this big matchup, as we see Tampines Rovers in their traditional yellow strips, who is going to be attacking from left to right on your screens. A shot of Nasri Nasser there. And also a look at the Balestier Khalsa, certainly looking very determined to continue that winning streak that they have.
Yep, they'll know that they're in for a hard game tonight with a 4-2 victory in the last match between these two. They will expect Tampines, being at home, in a must-win game for them to come out and attack.
And a lot of expectations also from this guy, who's playing his third S.LEAGUE match. Okay, the game's on the way now. Balestier Khalsa kick-starting this half. They're attacking from right to left in their all red strips. Going to be hoping for yet another win. Just last week, 4-2 win. Let's see how they will fare tonight. A win for them will not make a difference in terms of the league table, but certainly a big difference for Tampines Rovers, who we see starting an early attack right now from the big guy, number 17, who's Mustafik Farhoudin.
Both teams, Paul, have gone with 3 at the back, so that's surprising because they quite often play 4-4-2.
And an early throw in, a lot of expectations from this guy as well. Mirko, Grabovac, certainly one of the major players of Tampines Rovers. And Simon, you played against some of these guys.
Yep. I've marked Mirko 4, 5, 6 times. He mostly scores against me, so So he's a good striker. He's getting on a bit now, but he still finds the back of the net, and he's probably top 3 or 4 in the goal scoring charts.
The Stags still not being able to string a positive attack at the moment. A throw in for the Tampines side. The shot there of Johnny Liu there with his very fashionable hairstyle. And the Tigers on the attack now. Johnny once again to throw in. Now still on that right wing, and now being intercepted by the Tampines Rovers. And that's a shot of Farhan, the coach of Tampines Rovers. He's on the attack, Ronnie Ramza. And it's Charlie shot the goal. Just testing, is Ronnie there? Just testing the goalkeeper, Riza Hassan of Tampines Rovers.
When he shot there, Paul, there's 3 players up front for Balestier, surrounded by 7 Tampines players. So Balestier are showing their cards and how they're going to play. Probably try and keep it solid for 20, 30 minutes and then try and nick one.
Now we see Igwe, the new signing for Balestier Khalsa, trying to make his way, and it's trying to string a pass to Ronnie. A bit nice try there, a bit too far there for Ronnie to stretch. But some positive football from the Tigers in the early stages of this half. On the attack now, the Stags. Nasri. Kipling. Brought down there. No foul there. Play continues. Throw in for the Stags. Now let's take a look at that foul. Kipling there being brought down there. Tia. Looking for Aliff on the right wing, being intercepted there by Ibrahim Noor. Ibrahim Noor, certainly a regular feature in the Tigers squad these days. And here are the cheerleaders hoping for the Tigers to once again continue the winning streak. About to take the corner is one of the 2 Thai nationals. Here's Sati, probably trying to curl the ball in. And Sati. It's a goal kick for the Tigers. You see Stephen Tan, a familiar face to Singapore football fans, once known as the Super Sub. Well, probably we'll see him in action. Here's a quick look at the corner again. Being tipped there by a Balestier player.
Great delivery there from Santi with his natural left foot.
On the attack now, Igwe, big strong guy he is. Rafi to Kimling. Nasri. Nice 1-2 there. Here's Kimling on the attack. Just being intercepted there by Winston Yap.
Good pro Winston, come back from a bad injury. Good defender, stands up, works hard, fit lad.
So throw in now for the Stags. Short throw. Good save there, good hands, but as soon as I mentioned that, he slipped in. let go of the ball. Here's Nasri with a throw-in. And we see a player on the pitch who is down. Riza Hashim probably had a slight collision there with his own goalkeeper. Zulkifli there, and some attention is being given to Rizal. Here's a look at some of the visitors from the Japanese under-20. Looking all very smart in their white and blue outfits. Well, certainly Tampines, the Stags, has been trying to break through, but not be able to break through perhaps the defensive play of Balestier.
Yep, when they go forward, Tampines, after Balestier have attacked, they must go forward with tempo. Because the first thing Balestier do, they go in straight lines back, defend 30 metres out. So they must, when they go forward, Tampines, they have to go with tempo, speed and pace.
Balestier now down to 10 men as Rizal is getting some attention by the sideline. In the meantime, the Stags trying to make a quick 1-2 to Kim Ling, but winning himself a corner there.
And set plays, Paul, if Tampines, you would have thought they would get quite from their possession, would get a lot of corners, and they must try and make one of those count.
Rizal now rejoining back, just making his way into the penalty box. Here's a man who's got new responsibilities. Sati with the corner now, and it's a free ball. No one's, just a whole crowd there, a whole crowd of defenders trying to defend that shot, and headed in and cleared away there. And here's the Tigers on the attack.
This is where they could hurt them, Paul. This is game plan.
And this is the fast man of the Tigers, Ronnie Ramza, being cleared away there decisively by Santi. Let's look again at certainly playing the ball there, Santi. But nonetheless, a free kick given to the Tigers. A look of concern by Riza Hassan, trying to organize his defensive wall. It's really crucial getting this right.
Yes. Yep. You've got Kim, the Korean lad, on the ball, so he's a right-footed player, so it's important that one of his posts is covered.
He's probably going to be Kim Chan-jung with a shot at goal. Oh! Save there by Riza Hassan. That's probably his due to his good organization of the ball there.
Yep.
Let's take a look at that free kick once again. Kim Chan-jung, the shot there, no one clearing that, only Rizal Hassan saving that one.
Yeah, it's a good parry. Sometimes goalkeepers will parry the ball back into play, but he will be coached to parry it to the side, away from the strikers.
Ibran there to Igwe on the ball. It's Kim Chan-jung, one of the Koreans of the Balestier squad. Of course, two of them has been dropped from the team. Ho Se-gyu and Lee Ho-sang. A nice cross there. And here comes Mirko, controlling it well with his chest. Afli just losing that one. And a good clearance there from the Tigers. Mirko there, a big, strong lad.
You can see Balestier, they're just defending from the halfway line.
Here's Afli, a short pass there to Kim Ling. Nice back heel, but not beating Afli there. This guy's certainly a very speedy player, Afli.
Yeah, he's got good pace. He's with the Young Lions last year, and he scored a couple of important goals for Tampines this year.
Ronnie with a back header only to Nasri. They're trying to control the game. Are the Stags just short passes stringing along? And here's Aliff again, that speedy guy with a nice tap to the ball, only to the safe hands of Zulkifli. Here's a quick look at the little pass. Aliff controlling it well. In fact, it was deflected, but to the safe hands of Zulkifli. Meaning, in the meantime, on the attack, the Stags once again. Rafi being brought down there by Kim Chan-jung. We see Rafi there. He's being brought down there by Kim Chan-jung. And Rafi, the ex-national player, is managing to get up there.
They want to be careful, Balestier. They don't want to give too many free kicks away.
Here's Rafi with a free kick. Headed on. And Aliff trying to control the shot, but cleared away there by Winston. Tiet with the ball. Still looking for the pass, but and his shot just wide. But a good attempt there from Siad Muratovic. We see him once again just running through the whole midfield.
We can see there, Paul, just how many bodies there are central. There's 5 bodies in front of him. It's going to take a great shot from Sayad to score from that kind of range.
Still not being able to break down the defense of Balestier. The Stags in all yellow, attacking from left to right. And a long ball here. And a quick free kick to Mirko. Just trying to get a quick throw in. Unfortunately, there was a ball that was thrown into the pitch, so Ibrahim no has to wait. Zali there with a back kick, and Nasri.
Difficult job tonight, Paul, for Igwe. He's got to cover the whole front line. When they have the ball, the back three, he has to cover 3 men and try and work and work and work. And it's not easy for a striker.
Once again, here's Johnny Liu, one of the back 3 of the Tigers' defense. And here are the cheerleaders of the Stags. For the Stags right now, Santi with the ball. It's going to be a long throw, I suppose. Indeed it is. Johnny now. Kim Ling. Clear away there by Ronnie Mamza. Rafi trying to take on the 2 defenders, not being able to break through, and as a result, Johnny has a yellow card for that, for possibly an obstruction, as Rafi Ali tried to break through that left flank. Well, Tampines Rovers certainly doing pretty well for the season.
Yes, yeah. When you look at their squad, they really are full of stars and good players. So the chairman and the board will want them to be challenging this year.
And here's a concerned look on the bench of Tampines Rovers. Igwe chasing the ball there. A nice tap, giving to Santi. Well, if you've just joined us right here on Channel News Asia, very good evening to you. This is the live coverage of the NTUC Income Yo's S-League 2004 round 16. We're seeing Tampines Rovers, the Stags, taking on the Tigers of Balestier Khalsa live at the home ground of the Stags at Tampines Stadium. 0-0's the score so far. As we see the Tigers there, still trying to maintain that win that they had, and a long ball there to Igwe. Or Rafi. Kimling with the ball. Short one to Kimling again. And just mischief tug of shirt there by the other new signing in Balestier there, by Jindran. Kimling with the ball once again. A nice cross, looking for Mirko. In fact, it was here's Kimling with lots of space, just crossing the ball there, and Mustafiq just missing that header. Igwe there, the solo striker of Balestier Khalsa. Well, significantly, we don't see Park Tae-wan today, as he's suspended together with Ruhaizat Ismail.
He will be a big miss for them. When we played them a couple of weeks ago, he's one player that we targeted and we want to get two bodies around. He scores a lot of goals for him, but he also creates. He's got good energy, and he brings other players into the pitch, into the game.
Farook in there, just managing to keep the ball out. Balestier's spear throw in there, looking for Igwe. Nasri, a cross ball there to this Thai national. Some communication situation happening there.
Yeah, he's looking for the front two to a little bit of movement off Alam Shah and Mirko. At the moment, when they look forward, the back three of Tampines, all they can see is standing bodies. Now, if you're standing as a defender, you're happy because it's easy to mark.
That was a nice little through ball there by Chutatawi to Kimling.
You can see the run here. Look, he runs, he gets wrong side. Ibrahim Noor stands up, plays offside without knowing where his players are.
Still trying to build up another attack. Here's Rafi for the Stags. Looking for Efli. Here's Rajendran, who used to play for the SF Warriors. Trying to reorganize themselves, the Stags. Still 0-0 between these two teams. Nice step on to Ronnie. Well, it seems that neither of these teams are being able to break through. Well, as a player coach, if you were one of the team managers, what would you be saying?
If I was Balestier coach, I would be absolutely delighted. I think they've stuck to the game plan, and they've created. Tampines haven't created many clear-cut chances.
We hear they're trying to speed things up with a breakaway, trying to look at Elfie there, but intercepted by Johnny. Well, from the Tampines perspective, what can they do to break down such a defensive team?
When they have to play with width, they have to play with depth. So he will probably ask his front two to play as far up the field as he can. Nilam Shah and Mirko push onto the last man. Look to switch the ball. Look to go into from left to right, and possibly blindside runs. The one that Tankim Leng has just done, because the defence, the Balestier defence, won't pick the midfield runner. Nasri's made a great little run here. Great little run off Ronnie's shoulder.
Here's Nasri with a cross.
But again, he's crossing into bodies. It's going to be...
And that was almost a goal for Noor Alam Shah there, just missing that one. Here's a look at it again. Is it going for a header there? Just missing that. Noor Alam Shah unlucky in that one. And of course, Noor Alam Shah managing to break his drought in the previous league match, which although they lost, the coach is pretty happy that he managed to get his scoring ability again.
Yes, from his point of view, he'll be delighted, because they work on confident strikers, and you do get that feeling. Here's a dangerous free kick.
Free kick awarded now to the Stags. And was Winston there, the culprit? Possibly pulling down Santi there. But nonetheless, it's a free kick, a dangerous position, as Simon said, for the Stags.
Yeah, Sayed Muratovic, he's looking at this one.
And shouting his head off there, Syed Farouk, the team manager.
Little bender to the goalkeeper's right.
Here they come.
Oh.
Just missing at the top left corner of the goal post. See out there.
I think he saved it. I think this is a great save.
Just managing to tip
save.
it over the goal post. And there's a corner. Kimling with the corner now.
Good
to the hands.
Great hands there, Paul. He's under a lot of pressure from Raffaele. Good hands from the goalkeeper. He's done well there.
Here's a look at the corner again. Straight to the hands of Zulkifli.
Tampines from all the set plays, corners, both sides, they're looking to pepper the near post.
Noor Alam Shah with a careless back heel. But he wins the throw-in the process. Here he is again, Alam Shah.
9 players behind the ball, Balestier Khalsa.
Mirko managing to pass one but not the other. Nasri again, nice pass there to Noor Alam Shah. Back to Nasri, still looking for that space in this very tight Balestier team. And let's see what happened there. Nasri with a nice little cross, just offside there. Just offside there, Mirko of the Stags.
The tactics tonight, Paul, from both teams are quite similar to the tactics used last night in the Euros between Greece and Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakians, they're quite free scoring, so the Greeks, they must work hard like Balestier are doing, get bodies behind the ball, try and destroy all the work that the Czechs do. Obviously the Czechs earn a lot more money than the Balestier players and Tampines players, but tactically it's quite similar. They will look to score from a set play Balestier or on the break.
But still doing a pretty good job in containing the Stags at the moment.
Yes, very good job.
The Tigers now trying to string together an attack. Bit of confusion there. No Alam Shah. Nice tap on, only to Duran. Rafi. It seems awfully tight.
Yeah.
In the center of the field as we see Kim Ling twisting and turning, only to provide the ball back to defense. Nasri with the ball now to Rafi. Still looking for the gap. Kim Ling. It's a foul there. Nasri today taking a right back position, certainly making a difference in that position. And as a shot there from No Alam Shah.
Well done, goalkeeper. Sharp off his line. Brave at Mirko's feet there.
Once again, we see nice turnaround there by No Alam Shah with his left foot being deflected, but Zulkifli just making sure that that ball didn't go anywhere else.
Tampines have to build up. It's no good that they just punt balls from the back up to the front, because Balestier have got 4, 5, 6 bodies around the ball.
And a miskick there by Ibrahim Noor. It gives the ball away to Mirko. Mirko with a cross, and No Alam Shah just missing that header. That's the second time this evening that he's missing golden opportunity. We see Mirko there profiting from Ibrahim Noor's slip up and just missing there. No Alam Shah.
Great cross this ball from Mirko. Whipped in, good pace, flat. He looks, No Alam Shah, as if he's struggling with his wrist. I know he's bandaged there. It looks as if he's gone down there and he's in a bit of pain. Important though that the Balestier don't make mistakes at the back.
Santi with the throw for the Stags. Sia just pushing the ball up. Good skill there, Mirko. To Rafi, trying to chip that cheeky little ball.
We'll have to be careful now, Tampines. 2v2.
Here comes Igwe, the Nigerian striker. And here's a shot. Perhaps just testing the goalkeeper there.
Yep, just a little deflection, I think, off Nasri. But Farhan, the Tampines coach.
And you see Igwe just shooting there, and indeed just off the boot of Nasri, but into the safe hands of the Tampines goalkeeper.
Even though Tampines, they've had loads and loads of possession, Farhan will tell them at half-time to always concentrate at the back.
Now here's a curious little ball there, cleared away there by Winston. Here's Aflin. Trying to pass the ball there to Mirko, some miscommunication there. No Alam Shah. He's missed 2 opportunities tonight. Seems to be struggling with an injury.
They'll be delighted, the Balestier bench. Absolutely delighted. We're up to 31 minutes. They've had no real clear-cut chances. They've had a few shots, a lot of set plays.
Total concentration is the team Balestier right now, with Igwe on the attack on the left wing. Looking for some support. He finds it in Ibrahim Noor. There's a cross from Ibrahim Noor, deadly ball, but no one's there.
He's one of the there's not many naturally left-footed players in Singapore, Paul, and Ibrahim does a good job for Balestier.
Here's Siad with the ball. Still trying to crack that defense of Balestier. Aflin there to Santi. Nice 1-2 there to Santi. Just running into James there.
Well defended there by the Australian. He's got good pedigree, James Durant, Parramatta, and in the Australian leagues.
Well, how different is that league compared to the S.LEAGUE?
I think it's a little bit more physical. I don't know standard-wise. I haven't seen. I would love to go over to Perth and see Perth Glory play, because they've always been one of the top sides. But I haven't actually seen any live football there. I know the players, mostly the players that come over from the Australian leagues, do quite well in the S.LEAGUE.
Kimling now trying to cross the ball alone to Aflin.
They've got 8 players behind the ball.
Nasri with a cross. Mirko not being able to reach that one again. Rafi. Here's Kimling there. Suddenly seems like one of the most hard-working player in the Tampines side this evening.
Yeah.
See it with the ball. A rather unfortunate touch all the way back. And here, a long cross there. Just looking for Siad, who is in a very interesting position there.
Yeah, he's bombed on, but the ball's too straight from Choketawi. I think Voro and Choketawi, they will ask them to play with a little bit more width and try and get a 2v1 down the flanks.
Kim Chan-jung just missing that earlier free kick. And one of the last few Koreans that is left standing in the Balestier camp. Nasri with the clearance there. Mirko with a slight nudge on the hand. It's indeed a handball. Mirko there just complaining that he was actually pushed.
Yes, it's interesting to see when he's actually controlled the ball, there's 2 players around him. There's one stood up behind him waiting, and the other one's pushing on and trying to get a nibble on the ball.
Here's Kimling with a good interception.
They mustn't be wasteful, Balestier. That's a wasted free kick. When they won't go forward that often, so when they go forward, they must go forward with quality. If they are going to score, they must keep the ball when they get in good areas.
Nice tap on there to Mirko. Just trying to fend off that 2 defendants that you were mentioning. Good skill there by Mirko. Still Mirko, supported there by Kimling now.
But it's slowed down again.
And losing a good passing game there was Kimling, just back heeling there, straight to Ibrahim Noor.
He'll be disappointed, Farhan, because he stood up off the bench and they've got in a good position, but then they've slowed it down again. They've lost all the tempo. The Balestier boys, they can get set, they can get behind the ball. They will struggle to break them down.
Ronnie Mamza right now with the ball. Haven't seen much of him this evening. Johnny on the attack with a nice cross, but only to as far as Tampines player Chanjung there, winning the ball.
Only one in the box though, Paul. There's Igwe in the box, marked by two Tampines.
And across to...
They won't score.
And Ronnie there casually losing the ball to Nasri.
Now they must play with tempo, Tampines. They must go forward as quick as you can.
Which is indeed what Kim Ling is doing. Looking to his right too. Mirko's onside. He passes the goalkeeper. Yes, indeed. Tampines scored their first goal. A nice through pass there from Tan Kim Ling, who ran down the midfield. Nice through ball to Mirko. And Mirko just calmly putting it to the back of the net.
Great goal. They've gone with tempo. He's made a great in-to-out run, out-to-in run. Great. They've tried to play offside here.
And Mirko there making it look so easy.
Great feet from him there, Paul. A great little take here. Great touch, great feet there, and well finished.
Well, Kim Ling certainly making the difference for the Tampines side, working very hard in the midfield, and it's finally paid off to them. They're in the lead right now.
It'll be interesting now, Paul, to see how the Balestier coach reacts to this.
Well, a shot of Mirko there looking as if he's gotten some kind of injury.
You know, whether Karim tries to nick a goal or whether he pushes forward a little bit and asks his players to be a little bit more aggressive going forward.
Bramno to Igwe now. Searching for a reply to that goal from the Stags. Kim Ling once again. To Rafi. The tempo is certainly picking up for the Stags.
Yep.
And the tempo is also picking up for Balestier as we see them trying to string a few passes. Chanjung there being brought down.
It's noticeable, Paul, since the goal, as you said, the tempo's just gone up 5%, both teams.
Certainly making the game a bit more exciting.
Yeah.
A free kick once again, only to Igwe, who couldn't actually reach it.
No, surrounded by 3 players. They're going to have to look at this because there's no way he's going to score. It's in the air, he can't flick it onto anybody, and he's got 3 defenders around him.
Once again on the attack, the Stags. Nasri Naseh. Controlling well Kim Ling, but only losing the ball there. Bahudin. Suddenly the pace has picked up and there seems to be a sense of urgency right now as we see Chanjung there defending so desperately. It's a free kick now to Tampines. Little nice chip there from a Thai national to Kim Ling. Good turnaround there by Kim Ling. And here comes the cross.
Good defending from Winston, yeah.
Ronnie now. To Igwe.
Again, 3 against 6.
And that was some miscommunication between Chatawi there and Siat, and resulting in a corner. Let's see that once again, a miscommunication. Chatawi just kicking that ball out. I think he thought that there was actually someone behind him.
Yeah, he thought he was being put pressure on from behind. He'll be desperate for them not to score from this.
It's Ronnie with a cross in from the corner. Too far for Johnny to reach. Throw in for the Stags.
Yeah, he's disappointed there, Karim. he understands that they're not going to get that many chances, and when they do get corners, the quality of the delivery must be spot on.
Now Karim certainly having a very good start to his coaching for the Balestier side, as just after he took over, they managed to
great
pull a win.
4-2 win. Yeah, he'll be delighted. He'll be looking for them to continue tonight, but I think he will probably take a point in the league away from home and try and win his home games.
Chatterwee with the ball now. Looking for Mirko there once again. Seemed to be a dip in the pace of the match once again. Rafi Igwe winning with the ball in the process. Here's Chanjung.
Great ball.
Looking for Ronnie Ramza. He finds him. He turns, and here's Ronnie where he's most dangerous, but not managing to shoot that ball. Instead, he chose to cross that ball straight to Siad.
Yeah, it's on his weaker foot, Ronnie, but he scored a couple of weeks ago with a left foot shot in that similar position. I don't know why he's passed it there. He's done great feet to go past Nasri.
Certainly that is Ronnie again with that left shot, and Karim there realizing how important.
He wants him to shoot there, Paul. There's nobody in the box, so it's pointless passing it.
Santi. Nice one to Avlin. Great defensive work there from Duran. Not seen much of him though, but he's certainly doing a significant job. The clearance here and there.
Yeah, he looks pretty steady. Keeps organising, wins his challenges, doesn't give a silly free kick. Silly free kick again.
Let's take a look at that foul, which is Rizal in the back of Mirko's heels.
There's no need, Paul. Mirko's going nowhere, and now they can put a dangerous cross into the box.
Here comes the Sags with a free kick from Rafi Ali. Nice cross there. Climbs in. That was a header there by Mirko, I believe. But here, Nasri Nasir not losing any moment there. Kim Ling being brought down there, but not making a difference as Nasri still managing to win that ball there. Kim Ling. Good work there by Ronnie Mamza. Looking for Igwe. Ronnie Mamza. It's back to Nasri again. Well, let's take a look at that free kick from Rafi Ali. Here comes that cross.
Great ball again. I think that's Farhan with a good header.
Farhan just straight into the goalkeeper, who was perfectly positioned.
Yeah. But that doesn't happen, Paul, if they don't give that free kick away.
Farhan just missing that header just a few moments ago from that free kick. 2 minutes of extra time, of injury time being added on to this first half, with Rafi on the ball with the corner. Straight into defender Ibrahim Noor. Winning another corner in the process. Here's a look of concern from the Tampines team manager, although they're in the league. Try there, and a casual little back flick. A very cheeky little back flick there, but just wide.
Yeah.
Here's that corner from Rafi Ali.
Great delivery again. This is nobody expects that.
Here's with the corner.
Good punch from the goalkeeper.
And Noor Alam Shah there just trying his luck there with a little back heel. but it's off target. Here's the guy. Here's the man on the ball. No Alam Shah.
Good defending from Winston. They've had a lot of corners, Paul, Tampines, this half.
Balestier still continuing their defensive play. Sadi now with the corner in the 9 minutes of the first half.
Oh, good delivery, near post again.
Chatawi pumping the ball back in to his Thai counterpart, and he's offside. And that's the end of the first half. The first 45 minutes, we see Tampines Rovers Stags in the lead with a first goal. Scored by this man, Mirko Grabovac. And we'll continue with this in the second half, with Balestier hoping to come back and maintain that win that they had last Sunday. In the meantime, scores at 1-0. We're taking a short break. When we come back, we'll have the highlights of the first half and continuing with the second half right here. And welcome back to the Tampines Stadium, home of the Stags, as they're up against the Tigers. Balestier Khalsa, Mirko Grabovac winning that goal for Tampines in the first half with the only goal. Certainly looking very pleased. Well, joining me this evening is certainly a man who will have a very interesting proposition on his hands should Tampines win this evening. Player coach Simon Clark.
Yes, they come 2 points behind us, and we play them in 2 weeks' time. So it will be very, very interesting to see if they can hold or even build onto this lead.
Looking like a threat for you?
We know how they play. So you know we had a good 1-1 draw down here when we had a man sent off, but we know how they play and how we will play.
Well, the second half is just about going to be underway. As we see Jan Jung there sipping a drink there. And there is a replacement in the Balestier side. Number 12, S. Rajendran, the defender, who was signed from SAF Warriors. Is going to be replaced by number 17, Farhan Farook.
Yeah, this boy's a pacey striker. He's made a change, Karim. He's took off a defensive midfielder with Rajendran, who sat in front of the back three, and he's brought on the 17, who's out-and-out striker.
Perhaps signalling that Balestier will be starting their attacking form this half.
Yeah, he's going to come out and try and get a goal.
Well, Kim Ling there starting early at the attack of the Balestier goal there. He's certainly been a very hard-working player for the whole of the first half.
Yeah, did very well for the goal, Paul. A really penetrative, pacey run down the middle, and a good pass into Mirko's path.
Now, for the first half, we saw a very defensive Balestier team. Similar teams in S.LEAGUE playing with that style.
Yep. When we played against Sinchi and unlucky. We played against Sinchi and Tanjong Pagar, and they tend to play in a quite a similar way and try and hit us on the break.
Well, certainly a sign that Balestier is starting their attack, as we see Igwe there, just turning the defender and placing himself for a shot, but just wide.
Unlucky there. Good spin away from Nasri, but they want him to hit the target. They've stayed with three at the back. They're playing Ronnie Wardy in behind the front two strikers.
Chan Jung there, going up for the ball. Free kick to Tampines there. Chatawi was hoping to actually take a quick free kick there. Here's Mirko, shielding very well. Farhan, a good interception there, but it's back to Kim Ling, only to be intercepted once again from Johnny and Ronnie there to Ibrahim Noor. Good tap on there by Farhan rather.
Sounds like a film, Paul, Johnny and Ronnie.
Well, here's Rafi. Long one there to Santi, trying to make an impact from the left side. Mirko climbing there well, but just missing the ball. Good pace here in the first part of the second half.
Yeah, we can see they're playing with Ronnie in behind and the two strikers. So it'll be interesting to see if they can take advantage of this in the first 10 minutes, Tampines.
And Farhan there to Igwe. Still Igwe. And here's Ronnie Mamza, a man who's equally fast on the ball. He swings in straight to the hands of the keeper. Opening up a bit of space now is Tampines Rovers to Santi on the left wing. Suddenly the counters are becoming really fast.
Yeah, even in the first 2 minutes, the game is, because they've changed the formation, the game has stretched a little bit with the Balestier team being a little bit more attacking minded.
Here's Nasri still in his right fullback position, trying to find Noor Alam Shah there. Farhan. Controlling well. That was certainly a very brave move by Sia there, just letting the ball roll. Although Igwe was just behind him.
Yeah, he's not a real defender, Sia. He must be a midfielder to do a jacks like that.
Well, here we see the replacement in the Balestier side. Farhan Farook certainly putting a bit of pace in the midfield of Balestier.
Yeah, naturally right-footed. He's got good pace, good size.
Noor Alam Shah. Chatawi. Cleared there by Johnny. And still Santi with the ball. Not being able to keep it in play.
There's nobody on the edge there for Tampines when the ball's got headed out. If someone sits central, the Balestier boys just headed it straight to the Tampines midfielder.
Well, Karim, who's the new caretaker coach of Balestier, has suddenly changed things tactically for Balestier. As we see Alflin now, once again terrorizing the left flank. Intercepted there by Farhan. Igwe on the ball now with no support. He looks for support and finds
unlucky Sazali. Yeah.
Here we see Sazali just trying to reach for the ball, intercepted by Nasri Nasir. And a foul there. Nice pass on, here's Kim Ling. He passes one, he crosses the ball, and Mirko just missing that shot. Certainly a very good combination with Kim Ling and Mirko this evening.
Yep, great little layoff from Noor Alam Shah deep, and then Kim Ling, as in when they scored the first goal.
You see Kim Ling here.
He's had a really hard run. If you're looking to score there, Mirko, good pace again from Kim Ling. Great little pull. Goalkeeper's done well here, Paul. He's come out brave at the feet again.
And Noor Alam Shah was actually just standing behind there as well. Here's Chanjung there to Farhan. Back to Chanjung. Nice cross to Zazali there. On the attack now is Balestier with Sazali on the left flank and losing the ball to Nazri Nasser in the process.
We can see now, Paul, the game is opening up. It's 4 versus 3 at the back here.
Once again, Kipling doing all the running. And Aflin, just a nice little pass to Mirko. Mirko with a cross. A bit too far for No Alam Shah, but no damage done as Tampines still in possession of the ball.
I think we've got a clash of heads with Mustafik Farad in there.
Yes. And Rizal was looking unhurt there.
He's a little terrier, Rizal Hashim. I've watched Balestier maybe 6 or 7 times this year, and he's always he's not a dirty player, but he's nice and aggressive.
Here we see the pass, the cross from Santi, and the clash of heads there. And considering how different they are in size, it just shows you how aggressive Rizal is, as you mentioned. Well, the crowd here should be happy with the result at the moment, with the Stags a goal up against Balestier Khalsa. Still certainly hope that it's not a serious injury for Farhan.
He's a tough lad, he is. He'll get up, he'll be fine.
Here's team manager Richard Wong there looking on. And Karim there probably reworking his strategy once again.
Yeah, he'll be looking, if the game continues at 1-0, he'll be looking how they can get another body forward, whether he plays Ronnie higher up and goes 3-4-3. Because obviously, you know, last 10 minutes, Paul, he's gonna look for that goal.
Ted with the ball now to Rafi. Aflin. Follow Mirko there. Santi with the ball. Some good skills there. Santi tries. And it's a bit hopeful shot there from Santi.
Good feet here, good pace. Just leaning back a little.
Here's Kim Ling. Intercepted there by Ibrahim Noor. Here's Farhan. Adding a bit of pace to the Balestier side. Still Farhan. He crosses, he shoots, and it's a magnificent goal from Farhan Farook, the substitute for the second half.
Absolutely fantastic goal. I thought they'd done right, Tampines here, because they tried to push him on his left foot because he's all right foot, but he's done a drag back. He's brought it back on his right foot, and it's a great shot from all of 25 metres.
And let's look at it again. Here is Farhan. Good skill there. Straight into the back of the net. Now, how easy is that?
Little drag back and then a great strike. All the shots we've seen have gone over the bar. He's got over it and he's hit it. You don't save those.
And that's what it means to the Balestier players. So it's 1-1. Jang Jung there looking on. Former manager, or rather former coach of the Tigers.
And Borowan, the Tampines coach, Paul, he's going to bring on Ismail Fitri, the Tampines number 15. He's an out-and-out striker. Sometimes plays right wing, but mostly up front. So he's countered almost immediately.
Now we see a rejuvenated Balestier side. To Farhan, scorer of that magnificent goal. See her just pushing him away, trying to release Mirko, but not successful there.
I think he might probably take Rafael off, maybe. Bring on the striker.
Kim Ling there with a cross. And Chan Jung there. Indeed, here we see a substitution in the Tampines side. Definitely a direct response after that goal from Farhan.
I mean, I think the response shows how important it is for Farhan and Tampines to win the game.
Ronnie Mamza. No damage done as Farhan with the ball. Just strolling. But pretty strange ball that was played out.
Yeah, he's gone casual now, Farhan, after he scored the worldie.
Here comes Mirko. Great defensive work there from Rizal. Here's Farhan again. Certainly the man of the moment, Farhan Farook, after scoring that goal. Here's no Alam Shah. Can he do anything in response? Aflin there with a shot. What a goal! The speedy, tiny little player making a difference, silencing the crowd.
Aliff, the ball's gone down the right there, Paul, down the Tampines right. Aliff has made a bursting run at full pace from all of 40 metres out. 5 times out of 10, the ball doesn't come to you, you're tired and you've made a run for nothing, but he's made that run and now he's going to be substituted.
Well, let's see that once again.
Here he comes, he'll come just into the picture, bursting on the blind side of the 15.
And Chan Jung just looking on there, not being able to do anything about it. No Alam Shah looking up.
Great ball, Paul, from Alam Shah. He's picked him out, he's had a look at him early, and he knows exactly where he's passing it. But you can't score those goals without a great run from the little man. Great finish as well, because it's not easy.
Suddenly we've seen 3 quality finishes this evening in this match.
Yeah, 3 very good goals. Very good goals. Team
manager Farook, Said Farook there.
He's actually brought on Ismail Fitri and he's put him in the hole where Aliff Shafaein was playing, so it's a straight swap. They're still playing 3 at the back, Tampines.
And what a way to make an exit, Aliff.
He must be absolutely gutted, Paul. He's made a bursting run over 40 metres, scored a goal to bring it 2-1, and then he gets dragged. But he'll be happy if they win. If they win 2-1, he's scored the winner.
Well, here's his replacement, Ismail. As a goal scorer, Aliff there.
Still breathing heavy, look, from the run there. Still breathing.
But definitely very pleased with himself.
Yeah, that's where all the fitness work, when we spend hours on the track, that's where all that comes into benefit for the players. It'll be interesting to see, Paul, how Balestier react to this, because obviously they've come back and scored a great goal out of nothing, and then they've conceded an equally good goal.
Here's Chatawi with a shot. Not too bad a shot there, Chatawi, but great save as well. But the danger is not over as we see Sati with the ball to Mirko. Trying to turn, Mirko with a shot. Once again, saved there by the keeper, straight into the hands actually of the keeper.
Great spin and great shot there. Defender mustn't let him turn there. He has to keep him with it back to the goal, go nice and tight.
Once again, we look at Mirko just turning.
Rizal has to keep tighter there. Make sure he's always facing away from the goal rather than let him turn and shoot.
Here's Rafi pushing forward. Chatawi. playing it back to Siad. Suddenly the game has become really interesting now, with 3 goals. 2 goals to Tampines and a goal to Balestier.
And all 3 goals, Paul, were of very high quality.
Here's a cross coming in. Once again, the goalkeeper, Rizal Hassan, or rather Zulkifli, doing a good job. Rafi Bahudin with lots of space there.
Great
nice
run. Great run again from Santi.
Quality defense there from
Yes.
James.
He's covered well there, come out of his hole.
Igwe there, looking for support. Finding some in Ronnie. Here's Rafi with the ball again.
They look a little bit down now, Balestier. They need 1 or 2 of the players, the more senior players, to give them that spark. Sometimes it just takes a tackle or a good pass, just to give them that little bit of lift to get them on track again.
Here's Zulkifli suddenly once again in action. His saves making a difference for the goal difference, I believe.
Yes, he's done okay tonight. I don't think we can fault him for the goals. I think he's only the number 2. Bashir Khan has played most of the games. Yep, they're going to make a change, Balestier.
Yes, Bashir Khan setting out for this one. Nasri. Here we see the substitution.
Yeah, it's Zainal Zanudin, Paul. He normally plays a holding role, centre midfield. Fit lad, passes it easy, doesn't nothing too complicated.
Once again, we see a midfielder coming in, possibly in place of a defender. That says something about Balestier's strategy. Nasri on the ball. Losing a slight concentration there, losing the ball easily, but Kimling picking up the pieces. Trying to go around, but even he's losing the ball as well. Nice little cross there from Kimling. And Winston just missing that one. But no Alam Shah not making anything out of that. So Zali now. Farhan. Wani Mamza.
I think Kareem's just shouting at Farhan. He wants him to play a little bit higher up the pitch. He's playing too deep. He's not gonna.
And a cross from Wani Mamza, not finding anyone there.
No, Farhan's played too deep. There's a cross coming. As a centre forward, he wants him to be in that hole, challenging for that cross.
Well, here we see a replacement in the Balestier side once again. Number 2, Johnny Liu, is coming off for Zainal Zainuddin, number 20, a midfielder.
Yeah, Johnny Liu mostly plays as a right back, so Zainal, it's a straight swap positional wise, but Zainal will try and play a little bit more forward, try and create something.
Here's Ibrahim with the long cross there, only to the hands of the Tampines keeper. Nazri.
He has to work harder off the ball, Farhan, Farook.
Yes, Mahudin looking for Noor Alam Shah, who was clearly offside there. And I'm sure he knew that he was offside. Here's a look at the cross, clearly.
Yeah, well done, Winston stood up. Winston knows what's going on with the pass there, with the man on the ball, and he's just timed his run and just stood up.
The game taking a slight dip now, with Tampines in lead. Chatawi.
Ball.
Ismail is fouled there. Free kick to Tampines.
He'll be happy with 2-1, the Farhan, the Tampines coach, but he'll just want that third goal, Paul, just to give them that 2-goal cushion.
Mirko now, trying to find his way through the defense. Ismail, Rizal clearing it away for Balestier.
When they go up Balestier, they have to try and go up with a little bit more quality. They're clearing the ball, and it's just they're not really picking out one of the two strikers. All that's going to happen, they're going to clear it, it's going to come back, they're going to soak up pressure again.
And once again, a little bit of lack of concentration.
Yeah.
Santi there, just heading to no one.
Yeah. He's looking for Alam Shah to run down the line, but Alam Shah stood still.
It's James Duran to Zainal Zainuddin. Some fresh pair of legs. Chanjung to the far left to Ibrahim Noor. Zazali trying to build up a decent attack. Zazali, he passed one, crosses the ball, looking for Igwe. Igwe there heading in. He knew that he could have scored there.
It's difficult to get power in that one. It's behind him, and it's a standing header. But a good cross, well played from Sazali Saleh.
Here's Ronnie to Igwe. A short pass to Ronnie. And Kimling there being brought down by Igwe. Here's the cross coming in. No one's on Igwe, just straight header.
He's just had to come back a couple of paces, and it's just taken a little bit of momentum out of the header. He's actually gone in too early, Paul. As a striker, you say wait for the cross, and then go in and keep it in front of you. But he's gone in a little bit too early.
But it looks like Kareem is making yet another substitution, maximizing his substitutes for this evening.
Sharafuddin's a left back.
We see number 15.
Rizal Hashim is taking off.
Rizal Hashim coming off. And in comes Sharafuddin. Mahmoud is also in a defensive position.
Yeah, well, I think Sharafuddin was at Tampines last year, so he'll be eager to get on and try and hurt his old teammates.
And probably he's going to be marking Mirko, as Rizal did for most of this game. In the meantime, the Stags on the attack right now, with Kim Lane crossing the ball, once again being headed out there. Ronnie with Farhan on the ball right now. Farhan, the scorer of the magnificent goal from Balestier.
3v2.
Igwe with a shot. Blocked there by Siad. Rafi. Nice tap onto No Alam Shah. And a fanciful, some fanciful work there by Rafi, but not exactly very effective there.
It's a long run back now for Rafi after he's given it away there.
On the attack now is Ibrahim Noor to Farhan, crossing it.
The trouble is because he's playing so deep now, Farhan, he's a striker. They're only leaving Igwe up front. Karim's just come off the bench, and I think he wants him to play more advanced. He's not going to score, he's not going to create there. He's already got midfielders playing in midfield. So why have your striker playing deeper when you need him? They're 2-1 down, they need to get a goal from somewhere. I think Karim will probably have a word with him now, ask him to play a little bit more advanced and go and get himself another goal.
Looks that way.
Yep, yeah, he's asking him to play up front.
In the meantime, the game's been stopped as Rafi is down. He's going to be stretched off, I believe. Yes, indeed. Going to be stretched off, and in the process going to be replaced by number 14, Azhar Saleh.
Central midfielder. It'd just be a straight swap.
And Rafi looking rather uncomfortable there. Might have picked up an injury. Here's Azhar Saleh. Chanjung there winning the ball. Playing it deep is Balestier. Zainuddin. Trying to look for Igwe there, but intercepted by Azhar with his first touch of the ball for this half. Chanjung now. Ronnie, short pass there to Farhan. With a lot of space there, Farhan just taking his time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the replacement in the Tampines Rovers side, number 20, Rafi Ali, is being replaced by number 14, Azhar Saleh.
On the ball now, Sati. Shafaein.
A little bit more room for players on the ball now, Paul. The game's slowed down a little bit.
No Alam Shah there trying to squeeze a little pass. In fact, it's Ismail there trying to squeeze a little pass to No Alam Shah. In the process, winning a throw-in. Mirko on the ball right now. He's certainly a huge guy. Oh, what a shot there from Mirko.
Unlucky again. Little trick to get him past the player. Little Cruyff.
And just making use of his size there, shielding the ball away and just squeezing in that shot. Just off the top of the upright. Just about 15 minutes to go to this half, to the end of this half. Tampines still in lead 2-1. Short pass there by Kim Ling. Still looking for a breakthrough once again, the Stags. Zali there losing the ball. Nice little pass there. Here comes Azza. To a short pass to Mirko. And Ismail there. Just trying a shot at goal. Nice little touch there from Mirko there. Ismail just missing that shot.
Great ball this one, Paul. First time, just in that little hole. Defender's done well there. I think Zainal Zanudin's come in and just had a little nick.
Well, Tampines looking at extending their lead with Kimling that corner. Some disagreement as to where the ball should be, but here it comes. Good defensive work there by Chanjung to Igwe. And here comes Balestier attack with Igwe on his own with a cross.
Now the game's really stretched. We've got 1, 2, 4 versus 4.
Ismail looking for No Alam Shah. Nice little touch there to Mirko. Good save there by the goalkeeper, Zulkifli. Braving that one, just going to the foot of Mirko.
Yeah, he's done well again there, the goalkeeper.
Nice little 1-2 there.
Brave goalkeeping there from the young man.
Throw in for Balestier right now. Zainudin.
They're 2-1 down Balestier, and they've got 4 people back marking Mirko. They're going to have to be, if they're going to get a point, they're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and just push, maybe always plus 1 at the back. Have 2 defenders marking one striker, and then just push those other 2 defenders on a little bit. Try and keep the ball in the Tampines defending third.
As we see the 4 defenders just marking Mirko there. See it there. Mirko. Nice little pass back to Mirko. Kimling not taking advantage of that. In the meantime, on the attack, and a header, and it's a goal. Goal number 3 for Tampines. Zulkifli just not managing to hold on to that header from Noor Alam Shah, who is looks as if he's injured at the moment. But Mirko taking advantage of that.
Scoring goal number 3 for Tampines Rovers FC, number 10.
Here we see Kimling once again at the back to Noor Alam Shah heading the ball. Zulkifli not managing to hold on to that ball, only to give Mirko an open goal.
He's done well again, Tan Kimling there, and as well as Mirko's finishing. But another good move down the right-hand side from Kimling, and a great cross.
This man is certainly enjoying his game tonight.
Yeah, another good night for Mirko. Sorry, Paul. He'll be delighted, Farhan. He's come and they're 3-1 up. He's got that. There's 9 minutes to go. He's got that two goal advantage. He'll be looking to slow the game down now and just run the clock out and get ready for next week's game.
And a diving header from Noor Alam Shah, resulting in him further aggravating his already injured wrist. So as a result, we see a replacement coming in.
Hopefully he'll be fit when we play them in 2 weeks' time.
Aslan Alifa is coming in. He's a midfielder. Still on the attack right now is Balestier. Zainal Zainuddin to Ibrahim Noor.
Yeah, it's just a good move by Farhan as coach. He's just brought Aslan on to give him some extra legs to make sure that they don't score. All he's probably asked the number 2 to do is run, close them down, make sure that they don't come through the middle, and keep the ball for them.
James Duran there. Short little pass to Ibrahim. Igwe. He finds Zainal Zainuddin to Farhan, but losing the ball in the process. Here comes the Stags once again. And certainly the most hard-working man on the field this evening, Tan Kim Leng.
Yeah, a couple of runs from Tan Kim Leng have produced 2 goals, both for Mirko. So Mirko will shake his hand after the game. You get relationships like that within a team, Paul. You find even at my team, Woodlands, there are certain players that look for certain players because they know what runs they're going to make and their body shape, and that they can score goals. It looks like Tan Kim Leng and Mirko have that similar relationship.
Aslan there with a wild shot. Here's Ronnie. Looking for Igwe. And here comes Zazali.
He'll put it on his left foot.
Indeed, he does. Crosses the ball. Intercepted there by Farhan. Kim Leng on the ball again. Tampines suddenly controlling this game pretty well in the last 6 minutes of this half.
It's difficult to see Balestier coming back now, Paul.
Chatawi. He's just happy to stroke the ball around.
Yep, slow the game down and get the players rehabbed and ready for next week.
Here comes Ismail. Decided as to what he wanted to do with the ball, but still in possession, Ismail. And the Stags just once again pushing the ball back to the defense. Salty on the ball. Intercepted there by Wani Mamza, doing a bit of defensive work in the last 5 minutes of this game. Here we see the man of the match, and deservingly so, Tan Kim Leng, the man behind 2 goals.
Yeah, he's worked hard all game, and it's crucial that you have end product. And as a result of two of his passes, they've come up with 2 goals. And I believe he's just come back from suspension or injury, so he's come back from suspension. So he's worked hard tonight. He's a fit lad then.
Igwe now finding Wani Mamza on the far right. He looks up, trying to swing a ball in, but only to the hands of Zulkifli. Zazali. And the ball's gone for a throw-in to Tampines.
It sets up a great second leg for this Singapore Cup, because if this is the result when they play in the second leg with a Tampines 3-1 win, it would mean that Tampines go through on the away goals.
Sati now just running down the left flank, across, punch away there by the Balestier goalkeeper, Zainul Zainuddin, clearing the ball to Farhan. To Zali. To Chanjung. Igwe losing the ball in the process. Not making much impact, Igwe, this evening.
No, it's been a hard game for Igwe. He's worked hard, but it's hard to attack against 3 defenders. Service hasn't been great to him either, but he's worked hard. He's been game.
And we see 3 minutes of injury time being added on, and here's a shot from number 14, Azhar Saleh. Saeed Farook, team manager of Tampines, still not looking complacent at all with a 2-goal lead. This man still is hoping for another goal from Balestier, a goal or 2.
Yeah, sorry, Paul. He's asking some of his players to push on. You never know. 1 goal in the next minute, 2 or 3 minutes injury time, and they might nick a point.
And, you know, of course, time and time again, we've seen goals in the dying minutes and seconds making such a difference.
Yes, it does. But they don't. I think they haven't given up, but they're not pressing anymore. Balestier. I think it's a good win for Tampines.
Santi there. So his Thai counterpart now. Mahudin. Just stroking the ball is Tampines. Tan Kim Ling here. Losing the ball in the process is Farhuddin. Here's Ronnie Ramza. Once again looking for some support. Igwe heads in, but only to the safe hands.
Yeah, 3 against 7 there. There's 7 Tampines players and 3 Balestier strikers. It's going to be hard for them to score.
Well, just about 4 minutes of the second half left, with Tampines in the lead of 3 goals to 1. 3 minutes of injury time added on to the second half. Chatawi looking for Santi on the left wing once again. Just getting a confirmation from the officials of 3 minutes of added injury time. The game certainly is slowing down to a snail's pace in the dying few minutes.
They look tired now, Balestier, both mentally and physically. It's hard to see them coming back.
Well, at this point, what can you say to the players if they're mentally and physically down and 2 goes down?
Personally, I'll shout and scream at them. I don't know if it works. No, you know, as a coach, a lot of your work is done in your preparation. You can't suddenly, on a game day, switch on a button and make them fit. They've worked hard tonight, Balestier, but it's hard to get anything when you play away from home and play quite defensive, and you let 3 goals in. It's hard to come back from that.
Well, the initial game plan certainly not working out, of playing defensive away from home. This man's tactics certainly working for him.
Yeah, he'll be delighted tonight, Farhan. He'll be worried about Alam Shah. He'll want to see what the injury is there and how long he's going to be out. But it's a good 3 points for Tampines.
Here's Azhar with a shot. Blocked there by Winston. Well, just about less than 2 minutes to go. In fact, we're down to our final minute of the second half. And the Stags still on the attack. Here's the man of the match, Tan Kim Ling, with a bit of fancy footwork. Chan Jung there, not being fooled by his fancy footwork. And a referee there in the way, but not doing any damage to their passes. Zaino Zainuddin in possession now for Balestier, looking for Ronnie Mamza. Perhaps a last-ditch attempt for Balestier.
He's done well, Shamsul, the ref tonight, Paul. I think he's kept it flowing, and his calls have been pretty good.
Here's Farhan. Oh, Igwe just running into Xian there.
Again, a lot of defenders around him.
And with that, we've come to the end of this matchup between the Stags, Tampines Rovers, and Balestier Khalsa Tigers. They finished victorious. Tampines certainly going to be very happy with this win, because that means they go up to third in the league table, just behind Woodlands Wellington.
Yeah, it makes it very interesting. Too interesting for me, but there you go.
Just 2 points behind Woodlands Wellington. And we've seen some quality work from this guy, Mirko, Grabovac, scoring tonight, certainly his night tonight. Of course, not forgetting the services of the man of the match, Tan Kim Ling. As we see Mirko Grabovac being congratulated by his teammates and shaking hands with the officials for this evening. Farhan Farook coming back with a very, very magnificent shot there to try to inspire his teammates, but unfortunately that was not good enough. In the meantime,